What's happening, everybody? My name is Chris. Thank you for tuning in to Wicked Repairs. Today we're going to look at a light. We're going to find out what's going on with it, check out the circuit board, and we're going to repair it. So I have this security light that has gone bad. It has hardwire power and it has battery power, and it's not working on each. You press this test button, it's not coming on. This is what it looks like inside. We have a battery here for our battery backup power. And I've already tested it. We have good voltage to it, so it's not the battery. So we are going to remove this circuit board and check to see if we have something that looks like it's been failed. All the connections look okay here, so it doesn't look like it's a connection issue. One thing to look for with something like this, when you hit that test button, make sure that it is indeed pushing down on the switch. And it is. So I'm going to need two hands for this for a second, but I need to pry down on this and pull out the circuit board. So I'm going to get that out real quick. All right, I loosen them up and I'm going to slide this out. Now always be careful with this. You don't want to touch anything that could be storing power here. Oh, look at that. That diode is cooked. That should not have that color on there. Let me take these clips off real quick. All right, I took the connectors off for the lights. That diode is definitely cooked. Everything else looks okay. I don't see any issues there. You could even see it's kind of a little discolored back here. It doesn't look so silvery. It looks kind of goldish, just like this when it got hot. And one thing to check for. Yeah, see how loose that is? Shouldn't be loose. You see these other diodes, they're nice and firm, they don't move. This one is loose in here. It heated up and the solder probably popped off. We may be able to solder it back on if the diode's good. We're going to check the diode itself. But if not, we're going to have to replace that. So real quick, I'm going to see if I can do this one-handed. I'm just checking continuity here. I got that resting there. I'm going to touch the other side. And there we go. Alright, so when I touch, I'm going to connect the top one here with our bad diode. See what happens. I'm going to connect it here. Nothing. Now check it out. See the little light where the switch is? Right next to my thumb. Watch what happens when I touch these together. I don't know if you can see that. Look real close again. The light actually illuminates because I'm making a connection. Obviously, when I let go, it goes away. When I touch it, the light comes back. So it is making some type of connection when I do this with my leads and giving it a little bit of power. So I do believe that we need to replace that diode. Okay, so I did solder this up the best I could. It was having a hard time adhering, but it went on and it's firm. All I did was re-solder the old one. It's not loose anymore, which is great. I can wiggle it. It's not loose. It's nice and tight, so I feel like it's making a good connection. And I tested the lights with the batteries. I got a new battery here. With the old battery, when I put power straight from the battery to the light, it was not working. When I used the new battery, it worked. There clearly is an issue here because there was no connectivity. So we had a couple things going on here. So we're going to replace it with a new battery, and we're going to put the circuit board back in and hope for the best. So there it is, mounted on the wall. Looks like we did a good job because it's working now. The test button. Excellent. So we clearly had a couple issues going on there, and I don't know why the diode got hot and loose from the circuit board, but I have a feeling maybe it was because the battery went bad. Maybe that's some kind of voltage spike, heated up the diode, and it came loose from the circuit board. I think that was the ultimate issue there. We resoldered the diode back on. It was nice and firm, wasn't loose anymore, and we put a new battery in. So The battery was definitely bad. When I went straight to a light from that battery, it did not illuminate the light, giving straight voltage to it. And when I put the different battery in, it did work good. For some reason, the battery did test okay when I tested it, but when you put a load on it, wasn't good. So had good voltage, but not good enough amperage to illuminate properly. So we replaced the battery, resoldered the existing diode back on, and the light is good. So we fixed an issue, and hopefully it helped you with anything, or at least maybe, learn something a little bit. So thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Have a great day.